Hey, what's up fellas, that's Mechanic Mo here, and today you're gonna see guys this replacement of 2011 C300, and I'm going to replace this engine. I have another one right here. This engine comes from a junkyard. It has 80,000 miles. It's basically everything on it except alternator, AC compressor, the oil pump, and the throttle body is right here. It's missing, but we have everything here on this engine except the engine is bad. It's a hydrolock, so you are going to see how I'm draining the oil, and while I'm draining the oil, the coolant comes out from the same hole. So that means it's basically the block, it's cracked inside, so piston broke inside and just destroyed the engine from inside. So this car is a hydrolock. Everything is good in this car except the engine. So basically what I'm gonna do is taking everything apart from this engine, put on that one, and then put that engine back in together on this car, and done job. You guys get the popcorn and enjoy the video. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm gonna take everything apart from this engine, and I'm gonna start with a wire harness, and then I'm gonna take the coolant hoses out, and then the AC, alternator, the pump. After pumps, everything in the front, I'm gonna take the torque converter out, the bolts, right? Because we have to disconnect the engine from the transmission and pull it out. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Let's put the caps back. I just drained the oil and coolant. So that's it. Let's go. Alright guys, so I removed a couple things, which is the wire harness for alternator, the ECM computer wire harness. We have a couple cables, but basically the main wire harness I'm gonna remove when the engine is gonna be out, and that's possible. It's guaranteed. So what is next? I'm gonna remove the AC compressor. I'm not gonna disconnect the hose. It's right there. This is the hose. So I'm not gonna disconnect that one. I'm just gonna leave the AC compressor on the car. And I'm thinking to remove the power steering pump, but we'll see. We shall see. Maybe I can remove the hose and leave it on the engine. Anyway, I have to remove it and put on that engine. So maybe I'm gonna leave those two here, and then I'm gonna remove the engine. So here on top, actually we don't have many things to be removed. We have also this hose for the coolant. I removed one here, and I have the lower one, the left lower coolant hose. And then we can lift up the car, remove the 4 bolts for the exhaust system, and also start taking the bolts from the transmission and the torque converter bolts, and then we can take the engine out. All right guys, so I took the exhaust, the right catalytic converter and the left catalytic converter out. They're right here. They have 2 sensors each. Right here is the sensor 1 and sensor 2, and right side, left side, right? This one, it's a little bit harder to disconnect, because these connectors are located on top on the transmission. The driver's side, the catalytic converter, the connectors are under the transmission. So basically, here under, those are on top. So this can take a lot of time to get up there and you know, to disconnect those wires, but still you can do that. After, we have to take this cover out and unscrew these 4 bolts from drive shaft, and then we can take the mount cover out, because we need to take the bolts out. So that's it. Actually, no, we don't have to take the bolts out. We're going just to remove the bolts right here, one in the back and another one in the front. So we're going to take them out. That's the bolt from right mount, and right here is the left mount bolt. So they have 2 each mount. Alright guys, that's it. This is it. That's the car without engine. So I left the compressor, the drive shaft, torque converter, and some hoses on it. So you can see everything in this video. How is the car is looking without engine.